We can also use Pythagoras to find the length of a leg of a triangle instead of the length of a hypotenuse. And we're going to start with an example. So find length B. If we go to our triangle, we'll see that the long side 24 is side C. And if we're told that one of the smaller sides is B, that means the other smaller side must be A. And so we have to find the length of B. You notice there's no units. That's okay. We'll just get a unitless number. But we can start this just like we tried the other ones. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And then we fill in what we have. A is 12 plus B squared. We don't know what B is. Plus C is 24 squared. So I'll go ahead and square those numbers. 12 squared is 144. Plus B squared is equal to 24 squared is 576. And now we're going to try to find B, but we don't have the number parts together. Before we could just add everything on one side together. Here we're going to have to join those numbers together. So we're going to have to move 144 from the left-hand side over to the right-hand side. And we do that by subtracting on each side. This is going back to our algebra. So we have 576 minus 144, and I get that B squared is the only thing left on the left-hand side is equal to 432. Well, now I'm at the point I got to before, and I have B squared. If I want to get rid of that square, I take the square root, which means B is equal to the square root of 432. And I'm told to round to one decimal place, so that would be 20.8. And I don't have any units, so I'll leave it as a unitless number. But if I had units in the picture, then I'd have to include units in my final answer. So in the second example, a 12-foot ladder is placed against a wall at an angle, and the foot of the ladder is 2 feet from the wall. How high up the wall does the ladder reach? So it'll help to draw a picture. Here's my picture of the ground and the wall, and we're told that there's a 12-foot ladder that sits 2 feet from the wall. So it's 2 feet from the wall, and it's 12 feet long. And in this picture, we can see how high up does the ladder reach. Well, I'll just call that length x. It's our unknown. We don't know how high up the wall it goes. But we can see that because where the ground meets a wall, we have a right angle, that we can use Pythagoras to solve for that side x. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared means we're going to have to decide what a, b, and c are. Well, c is going to be the long side, that's the ladder. A, I'll make this short 2 feet, and b, I'll let be that missing x length. So we have a squared is 2 squared, plus b is x, so we just have x squared, and c is 12, which is 12 squared. So I'll just square all those values, and now we're ready to try to find x. So the first thing we'll have to do is subtract 4 from each side to get rid of it on the left. So I do that, and I'm left with x squared is equal to 140. And now I have to take the square root of those two sides to leave me with just x. So the square root of 140 is 11.8, and my units are in feet. So the ladder reaches up 11.8 feet.